In this next section of your MySpace homepage, we're going to talk about your background and lifestyle. The first category is marital status. And every social networking site has different categories. MySpace has swinger, in a relationship, single, divorced, and married. On Yahoo, they have two categories of married. They have married, and they have married but looking. They have single, single and looking, single and not looking. As you can see, I have indicated I am in a relationship. I have met the love of my life on the internet, and if that's your agenda, you can accomplish that too. Swinger, leave it to your imagination. So indicate one of these categories. It's interesting that they don't have widow or widower. They have that category in a lot of other social networking sites. Now, sexual orientation. This is something that you don't have to answer. Okay? Don't ask, don't tell. However, if people have an online sexual agenda, since straight people outnumber gay, lesbian, bisexuals, indicating your sexual orientation, again, will attract people to you. My suggestion is, instead of not sure or no answer, I suggest indicating straight, rather than a not sure or a no answer. When you do your searches, if you indicate bisexual orientation, you'll be a lot happier with the results. Now, you're going to indicate your hometown if you want to. If you don't want to put it in, you don't have to. Religion, interesting category. You can leave it blank, or you could indicate you're an atheist, you're a Catholic, a Christian. People do searches specifically for who they're looking for. If you want to find Muslims, you want to find Mormon, you want to find Protestants, this becomes another filter as you search for people. You have access to 212 million people, and every one of these categories becomes a filter. It's not important. You don't have to put it in. You'll have plenty of people to connect with. Under smoker, doesn't matter whether you put it in. Remember that everything that you put in becomes part of your online persona. The more people know about you, the more people have a chance to like you. Now here you can indicate that I am not a smoker, but I did not answer the fact that I'm a drinker. And I'm not a drinker. So to clarify that, I'm just going to leave it at no answer. Children. Again, you can check it off, no answer. If you've got kids, put it down. Most of these others, I don't want kids. Someday, undecided, love kids, but not for me. Again, put in whatever describes you. Your education. Check it off. If you want people to know what your education is. You know, if you're going to call yourself a success coach, if you're going to put yourself out there as this great success story, your education really has nothing to do with how far you go. There are a lot of multi-millionaires that went to high school and never went any further. Again, people look for consistencies and inconsistencies in all the information, and you're going to learn the same thing. So sometimes you're going to see someone says they've had a college degree, and when you read the contents of their MySpace page, it looks like it was written by a 12-year-old because of all the grammatical mistakes. So remember, your MySpace page is a reflection of who you are. Whether you put this in or not, is irrelevant to your ultimate success. If people are specifically looking for college graduates, then and you don't put it in, then you're not going to be found. Now, the last part of this section relates to income. A lot of people don't answer, and then you've got different categories. Less than $30,000, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, 60 to 75, 75 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 250, and 250 and higher. Now, all this says is income. And it doesn't mean that this is the amount of money that you're putting on your yearly income for your W-2 for taxes. All this means, this is a category. It could mean it's a category of interest. It doesn't mean that you're making that kind of money. Actually, you are all on your way to making $250,000 a year or higher. You all know people in your business who have made it to the top because they've built organizations of people. And there is nothing to stop you from growing your business once you master these social networking sites for you to do the same thing. You're going to see people on MySpace, when you do your searches, they're housewives. They're electricians. They're in lawn service that put themselves in the $250,000 and higher category. This is more of a club than an income declaration. And so I suggest when you start doing your searches, you can either do no answer when you search, or again, as a filter, you can search for folks in this category, then work your way down. This category, this category, this category, this category. What kind of income searches you're going to do really depends on the demographics of your ideal customer. Who are the people that would most be interested in my business? What income range are they in? I was working with a fellow in my coaching program who said, Max, the demographics for my company are 35 to 45-year-old married folks with kids who make between $75,000 and $100,000. Am I going to be able to work on MySpace? And when I showed him this, he went ballistic. He was so excited. This is the last part of this section. Save the changes. And when you see profile updated, you're ready to proceed to the next section.